Yes, welcome back to Footy and Friends, Brittles.
Oh, DB.
We got a special guest today.
We have, mate. It's an exciting day for me. Big Travy.
yeah, he's here. But,
hey,
before we do, remember when we went down to Tongala?
Yeah, I played that game.
You played that. You had a great game.
Well, I was, average. But
but an average game for you is a good game for the rest of us.
Yeah. It was better than your game for that team that you played. What was that team you played for again?
Carlton.
No, in the Carlton draft.
Yeah, Tura Magpies.
Tura. That's right. Yeah. I touched it after half time.
You did. Hey, and when we were down there, we met some good people down there at Tongala, and some of those people up there with the finest are the Easterns.
The Eastern boys.
Actually, just the Fitzies. How are they going? Are they still getting a kick?
Well, the second game that I played, our big ruckman, he actually did his knee like 5 minutes in, and he couldn't come back on, missed the next 6 to 10.
Shouldn't laugh because I'm injured at the moment.
Broad's played. Yeah.
How would you sum up? He's just a battler, isn't he, Bros? Like, just gets it done.
No,
like
that's
a good
probably
battler.
a bit discriminatory, but I would say that he's as tough as old boots.
Yeah,
like
tough as
just loves to tackle, chase, smashes them, mate.
He's what you asked for. Almost like a bit of a Brad Sewell type, wouldn't you say?
Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah. Well, guess what? The Easterns are one of our big sponsors today. And what actually happened there was we said to the footy club, well, I did. You definitely wouldn't have done this out of your pocket, but I'll take the credit. I said, we're going to auction off a good advertisement on the Footy and Friends podcast for a business that wants to buy a package for the show.
Yep.
And the money all goes back to Tongala. So I still haven't got the thank you from Tongala actually for that. But the Easterns are absolutely fantastic people. I've known Brody for a long time, and he's got one of the best building companies.
And his brother Jordan, his old man Craig, been long-time supporters of the Tigs. They used to allow us just to go up there as a bunch of boys and stay at their house in Echuca and put the boat in for us, a jet ski, and we'd just go and have an absolute day.
They're on one of the great spots in Echuca.
Yeah, Warparilla Drive out there in Echuca, just out of town.
Don't give their address away, but they're
I didn't, did I? I just told them, everyone knows Warparilla Drive. Okay. You're from Echuca, mate.
Relax.
You're not.
Relax.
But,
now, let me just get into this because the Easterns are one of the most sought-after specialist building companies in Melbourne, working directly with their clients and leading architects to create beautiful spaces of function, form, and welcome. So, if you are looking to build or you're looking to do absolutely anything at all in that space, the Easterns are
they are high-end.
Yeah.
High-end boys. They do really good work.
They do.
Yeah.
No, it's great. So, thank you, Brody and the boys for jumping on board. But hey, today, Brettles, big episode.
Yes.
Mick's not here, unfortunately.
Nah, he's under the ruck bag, but we've got a special guest in his place, young Tobie Travaglia from the Bendigo Pioneers.
Toby, welcome, mate.
Thanks for having me. It's good to be here.
Mate, I will say, so I should have said this before the show, but in the mic, try and stay here if you can. Yeah, my bad. My bad on that one. Toby, how are you, mate? You well?
Yeah, very well.
So
very
draft coming up, Brettles. This is one of your boys that you
MacSports.
MacSports, obviously.
Yeah, under the MacSports banner, but Tommy McConville looks after Tobes, and he's had a fantastic last 2 years, haven't you, mate? Really, I mean, you've dominated, won the BNF over Harley, would you believe, last year as a bottom major. So knows his way around the footy field.
Harley Reid, that is, right?
That's Harley Reid.
Not Harley.
Yeah, pick one he was.
Yeah. Laser West Coast.
Yeah, number 9. And now he's coming into the draft, mate. Super exciting over the next couple of days, mate. And down here in Melbourne, come and have a chat to us, which is great.
How good's that? And how's it been going, mate? So BNF in your bottom age year playing with Harley down at the Pioneers.
Yeah, the Pioneers. Yeah, I think Harley only played like 5 games.
No, Toby, don't undersell yourself. Don't undersell yourself there, mate.
No, but pretty good year last year, and sort of really enjoyed my time at the Pioneers, coming to an end. But it's been a crazy few years, and really enjoyed it.
I can't remember what it's like to be that age.
Getting drafted.
How exciting is it? Like, we're recording this on a Monday. We'll release it, probably tomorrow or Tuesday.
Yeah.
You'll be listening to this still 24 hours sort of from Wednesday night when Tobes gets picked up.
Yep.
It's going to be a pretty exciting time not knowing where to go. Like for you, you're a pick one.
Yeah.
Did you know you were going
the night
one?
Before I did,
okay.
But I only met with maybe 4 clubs, I reckon. So I was like, these arseholes, they don't even want to talk to me. I was getting really nervous thinking maybe I'm not, but they're like, no, mate, there's a reason why. It means that you're going in those first couple. But you've met with every club?
Yeah,
really?
Every club except Collingwood and Brisbane.
Wow.
Yeah.
Crazy. So how have they all sort of been like throughout the year? Is it like, did you do it at draft camp? Have they come out to your house? Do you sort of go to them?
Like everything sort of, draft camp was pretty full on. I had, I think, about 15.
Yeah, wow.
So that was probably about normal for around that. But usually, like, depends. Some I would come to the house, others I'd go to them, some I'd meet at the cafe. So they all have their different way of doing things. So it's sort of a bit different. But yeah, it's been a busy time of year.
Any real tricky questions in there? Like anything that stands out?
Oh.
Because it used to be old school
I wonder if
stories.
they're still doing that. I don't know if they fuck with them anymore. Like that.
No, I don't. I haven't really been put under the pump yet. I asked always like, because I'm a very competitive person. They say, why are you so competitive? And like, who do you get it from? And sometimes you sort of change your stories up because you just don't really know. Like one time you might tell the club this and might be a completely different story the next time because you just sort of don't really know.
Yeah.
That's probably one that throws me a little bit. I
remember hearing Choco say to a young bloke, I can't remember who it was, he's like, so if I asked you right now as your coach, if I draft you, to jump out that window, would you do it? And the kid's just like, well, you're the coach, but I probably won't play again because I'll break my legs. He's on the second level.
It's a good answer.
But that sort of stuff, like trying to wig kids out, just doesn't seem to happen too much anymore, I don't think.
Actually, when I went to the combine, GWS put me under the pump a little bit.
Did they?
Yeah. So,
with Caruso or with
or Emma?
Yeah, no, it was Kingsley.
Oh, right. What did he say?
Kingsley's in there. I walk in the room and he looks at me. He's like, "Well, you got such a shit haircut." It was the first thing he said, and it was like it was shit house last year too. And I was like, yeah, no, not the reason why I cut my hair, by the way, but that's what he said to me. I think he was putting everyone under the pump. It was like the massive story around the combine, like Joey was putting everyone under the pump and all that, and they were their different little crack at people. So I thought it was pretty funny.
I must admit though,
respect for that,
this generation coming through, they got some of the shittest haircuts I've ever seen.
Brett, it was all the same back in the day.
Did you have the blonde tips back in the day as well? Thanks, Tommy. I appreciate that, mate, too, putting that photo up. I've had a lot of love out of that. I've actually got the necklace. I got my mum to find it. I'm going to bring it in next time.
You get the shark tooth or the beaded?
I had the shells, like the shells. Yeah. With the blonde tips, mate. I was 3 hours from the beach, but I thought I was a surf rat. You know, I thought I was big fanning.
There's pretty impressive young men coming in on probably the biggest podcast in Australia, really. You know, big day for him before he gets there. But he has been well trained. Have you done many podcasts before, or the boys given you any tips?
Not really. I've done one before, sort of not even a podcast, like a trade radio.
Yeah.
It was all right.
Yeah.
Haven't done much.
Yeah, because we've actually got some. I thought Brett had maybe given you some.
Here we go.
Some tips. This is Brett back in the day.
Brett Delidio's the number one pick for the 2004 draft. Congratulations, Brett. Look, you must be stoked.
Yeah, it's a very exciting time. Just happy to be picked up by Richmond.
And you've had the pressure for a few weeks now about all the speculation of being number one. How are you going to cope with that?
Oh, no, just let it go over my head and go play footy the way I've done in the past. So, yeah, won't let it bother me, I don't think.
Gee, you've had a big week. How'd the exams go yesterday?
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Just filled in the multiple choice and
that's so relatable.
Well, all the best. You got year 12 next year to go as well?
Yeah, looking forward to completing my VCE, so yeah, it should be good.
Good on you, Brett. Congratulations on being number one. Number 4 is Richard Tambling. Congratulations.
Richie. We'll listen to that later.
Yeah.
There you go.
Mate, that's embarrassing. Who would have thought I'm such a well-rounded entertainer now on this podcast?
How'd you go in the VCE in year 12?
Long story short, I went to Caulfield Grammar for 3 days.
Yeah.
It was a bit too long of a walk from Glen Ira, or the Caulfield campus there, to Spray Street in Elwood. So I actually got a tutor to come into the club, and that lasted most of the year.
Wow. Really?
I was doing 2 subjects, and I was going to do 2 more the year after, and then come time for exams, same time as the footy trip. So I was like, bond with the teammates who I'm going to be with for the next
year. Did you not finish school?
Nah.
Wow.
I sat down. I sat one exam, but I'm not sure how I went.
What exam did you sit?
I don't even remember.
Really?
I think it was English.
Yeah, you got to do that.
He's pretty good at English, Brett. Hey, Toby, what sort of player are you, mate? And Brett, maybe you jump in.
Yep.
What sort of player would you?
Sort of.
What sort of player are you?
What sort of player is he? I'll give it to him.
Maybe let him.
You let him go first.
Let him.
Go, give it to us, and I'll see what I can do.
I reckon I'm sort of a half backer. Sort of goes, got a fair bit of speed.
Yeah.
Competitive, intercept mark.
Sorry, mate. We're talking about. Oh, you're talking about. Sorry, they're talking about me back at Carlton.
Just competitive beast back at Carlton.
Yeah, just.
I'm a big Carlton fan as well.
Are you a Carlton fan?
Yeah, I'm a Carlton fan.
Well, there you go.
Did you have the number 7 on your back in the day?
Nah, I don't think I did. But I remember you.
But you're about 190? What are you?
188.
Okay.
188.
Yeah, it's a great size for a halfbacker these days in the modern game.
Yep.
Yeah.
Who would you sort of model your game off at the moment?
Yeah,
or
probably
past?
Probably Will Day at the minute.
Good man.
I know, he's a MacSports boy as well, but even beforehand, I was sort of someone I thought I was sort of play like, and got the opportunity to be able to speak with him a few times. So
he's pushed into the midfield now.
So well, he's grown, mate. In his draft year, I was actually at Hawthorn when he first got drafted, and I was like, who's this young skinny kid? But then one of his first training sessions, dancing around, selling candy to blokes, all these senior players. I was like, I reckon he might be able to play a little bit, Will Day. But again, grew. He's 191, 192 now, playing inside, getting thick, strong. But Tobe's very similar in terms of body shape and size. But I think it's his competitiveness that he spoke about earlier that sets him apart. And no matter the stage of the game is where he's been able to just continue to try and fight for his team and his teammates to try and win the game. Had a huge game, I reckon, the Vic Country game against SA down there at Icon, where he just intercepted everything and basically won the game for Vic Country. And then you had a big last game too, barring that that last little incident where he just showed that he wasn't willing to give up on any play. And that's what clubs have ultimately loved. Plus he can run like buggery in terms of all day, but and speed, but plays the game in the right way, as a young player. So that's the thing that sets him apart. And mate, look, his draft range is arguably between probably pick 6 and 13, 14, somewhere around there, which is a credit to Tobes and the work that he's done more than anything else, other than just being I just hope that I can get drafted or be there. He's worked his ass off.
It's very exciting. Where would you I know you'd be happy to go anywhere, but have you sort of identified any spots or you've looked at being like, fuck, I'd love to go to this club, I reckon I could fit in there well?
I reckon Richmond would be pretty bloody cool.
Yeah. With all the young guys.
Yeah, I know. I know I'm a massive Carlton supporter. It hurts me to say that a little bit, but Richmond would be unreal. Just massive fan base, massive culture. G every second week. Yeah. Got 7 other blokes. Is it 7 other?
They got 8 picks.
8 picks. Wow. 8 other blokes that are coming in. Be pretty special.
Yeah, seems like a pretty cool start. It's interesting. I saw the other day, it was showing the Gold Coast first draft and the Giants first draft.
How many boys all came in?
Yeah, it was interesting, wasn't it? Seeing the picks. Well,
there's a lot of pressure on Blair Hartley. To be honest, with that many picks.
Yeah,
don't fuck it up. Because
it shows as well. You only need to get a couple right. Out of them. I think Tobie was nearly one of the last picks in it for the Giants, and I don't think Gold Coast had too many that were still even. David Swallow's still there, which is one. But it's a very exciting time. A part of that. How about some of the other guys that you've played with this year in the Coach Talent League? Who have you really sort of come up against and really love playing with? Maybe even in your team, but then other guys you've respected, thinking how? Yeah. Who's your sort of pick 1, 2, and 3 for this year?
Yeah. So people I really like playing with, sort of James Barrett is one that comes to mind. Another MacSports boy, but someone that's sort of look through his story and stuff. It's pretty crazy to see where he is and what he's been through and sort of the challenges he's been through, which Lids and Tommy both know, and credit to him. And sort of one of my best mates, Arch, as well. I feel like he's got a massive X factor. Also a MacSports boy again, but saying that
we've been strong in Bendigo.
Yeah, very strong.
But you know what helps? Harvey Gallagher's Western Bulldog lad who we looked after a couple of years before these boys were drafted, but same footy club, and they all looked up to Harv, and it was massive, in terms of being able to help get these boys on board. But they've seen the work that he did to get himself drafted, and they've just followed in his footsteps.
We had Harv on the other day, actually, where the number game with Mac. Mac knows Harvey, I think, don't you, Mac? Bendigo boys.
Yeah.
There you go. What's the story behind
Jimmy?
What's Jimmy's story?
Mate, he's just had a pretty ordinary run in his personal life, more so off the field, and then with his injuries as well, he broke his foot, so he had a stressy and missed most of his bottom age year.
2 games last year for Pioneers at the start of the year.
But then it was really just a powerful key forward. But got thrown down back a little bit in those 2 games that he did play. But then, Stressy missed the rest of the year, but then did a power of work. This kid's worked his ass off to try and get himself fit enough to play. Started the year as a forward, had 40 shots on goal in about 5 or 6 games. Yeah, kicked 20 goals, 21 or something like that. But then went down back because they wanted to see something else and something different, and ended up averaging 7 or 8 marks, nearly 9 marks a game, half of those intercepts. and has got himself right into contention to be, picked up probably in the second, third round, maybe.
How exciting.
Yeah,
What about players that you've played against this year, like in terms of the ratings and the public's there, but is there anyone that sort of...
Who's your pick one?
Yeah, who's your pick one?
Who's my pick one?
That you, like from playing against them or with them, like that you've been like, shit.
For someone that I've played against and with, I feel like it's hard to go past probably Harvey Langford. I feel like he's...
See, I haven't even heard that name yet.
Really?
I have not told you.
No.
Yeah.
There you go.
He's
Well,
a
we
pretty good
spoke
player.
about it with DA.
Where did he have him in that draft?
Probably 4 or 3.
Yeah, 3.
I don't reckon
not 3 because he had
Didn't he
Finn at 3, but
Yeah.
then I reckon he would have been just after that. He's a
Okay.
big-bodied mid who runs all day.
There you go.
Just so consistent, I feel, and his
Yeah.
consistencies.
So you take him at pick 1.
I reckon, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And where's he from?
He's a
From Danny.
Stingray. Yeah.
Stingrays.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So strong. Like, even at training, you try to tackle him. Good luck.
But isn't it so interesting, right? You've got the ratings, and I actually really love that answer because it's like you're playing in the team against them and with them, and you're going, "Fuck, I'd take this guy as one." That's it's saying something.
Yeah. But, mate, he's put a consistent year together. In my opinion, I don't know whether he's pick 1, but I haven't played with the kid either.
Yeah.
So, what about, and they're talking about projection-wise, like you talk about Finn and Sammy Lawler.
Yeah.
Lawler. Yeah.
And they're like, haven't had the best top age here, have they? But
Yeah,
they're
they-
talking about them potentially.
Yeah. So I reckon, possibility because they did the work early.
Yeah.
And they smashed it last year.
Yeah.
Like as Fit Country last year, like one of their best players is bottom ages. And the reason why probably Sammy hasn't had a massive run is probably because he hasn't had a great preseason because he's obviously a
Gun
great
cricketer.
cricketer as well.
Yeah.
I've actually got a few stories about that. He's probably hit me for the biggest sixes ever when I
Really?
used to play cricket. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I got told one day to try to bounce him out and he hit me for 4 sixes, I reckon.
Really?
in a spell. Yeah, I was like, Henna's one of my mates like, Henna's, I'm done.
Yeah.
Get me off. Yeah,
So
he just
is he
smacked me.
from your area as well? You
Yeah,
guys
he's
all-
Bacchus Marsh. He's a Vic Country. He's not because I played sort of a high-ish level of cricket, so
Yep.
you sort of play the Vic Country regions.
Got you. Yep.
So yeah, so he's from Bacchus Marsh boy. So yeah, no, he's family.
And then went to Geelong Grammar.
Geelong Grammar. Yep.
Yeah.
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 Gun
Nice.
cricketer.
Yeah.
You know what it's like when you're a gun cricketer and that. You have to make that choice.
No, not really.
No.
no, I haven't had the opportunity as yet
Yeah.
to find myself in that position
Yeah.
as yet.
Actually, I saw one of our friends, Big Nick Butler, down at a school fair yesterday.
He got done 8.
Yeah, but nicked his calf. He's no good, the old boy. He wants to get us down to
I
play.
haven't even told you my backstory yet.
Oh, you haven't?
Shit.
What's going
So
on?
Tobe walks in today. He's like, mate, what's wrong? I'm like, oh, I hurt my back.
Yeah.
So I was going to wait for Mick to be here because I know he would have. He's a sick puppy and he would have loved to hear, and as you are as well, love to hear me in
Bit
pain.
sadistic.
Yeah.
So,
Beautiful.
Tobe, this is what you got to look forward to, and sort of, and I'm hoping it's a lot better than more of a Brett's career than mine. But the way you come out, mate, I'm telling you, look after your body. If I could go back and think about what I wish I did was stretch and core. That's all I'd do. I'd go fuck the gym.
Yeah.
I'm just doing core and stretching and being flexible and my mobility.
Right.
That's all I want to do. I think that's the best thing that you can do for yourself at this
Yeah.
age. Anyway,
Don't listen to all of that, mate. Add that to your program.
they're important. Anyway, so I've had a bad back. I heard it like when I was at Carlton, did it again at the Giants. And I've done it when I did the marathon. I heard it before that as well. But this time I've been back in my strength era. So I'm like back in the gym. I was going to the gym 7 days a week. Anyway, I knew I shouldn't have gone, but I was like getting a little bit tired again, a bit of awareness. I was like, nah, fuck it, I'm going to go. I've put it off too many times because we work out with the crew.
Yeah.
Gone and done the session, fully completed it. And at the end, there was like a little bit of bicep curls at the end where I was like, they go optionary bicep curls. I was like, you know what? I'm actually not really feeling like I feel...
Optionary. Just talk me through that word. Optional.
Yeah, optional. What's optionary? Why did I say that?
I don't know.
I'm not well. Anyway, optional. The spinal cord with the voice is not well. I've gone and sat down in this little like dark room here at Salt in East Melbourne. Great facility, by
Just
the
a
way.
mindfulness room, is it? Or something?
Mindfulness. And I've just gone to sit down in the change rooms.
Yeah.
And I've just gone click. I felt it. I felt my back just go bang. Like it's just like exploded. Pain. Like I know we're joking about it now, but the pain of a slip disc in your back is it's immeasurable. Like you can't sit. You don't know where to do it. Like your face.
Did you walk with a hunch?
I couldn't get up. I was stuck on the chair.
Just
and
sitting
I
down.
couldn't move. I was just like sitting there. And all of a sudden, I'm like waiting because no one's coming into the change room.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, fuck, they're going to have to wait till they notice that I'm gone because I couldn't get out.
No.
Anyway, this guy comes around the corner, this old bloke, and I'm like trying to talk to him, but I was in so much pain I couldn't talk. And all of a sudden, my eyes start closing in. And
Did you faint?
I'm about to faint. Like, I'm literally like talking to this guy. I'm like, hey, can you go get some? Like, I fuck my back. Like, trying to talk to him. The guy's like, is this guy like all right? I go, mate, like, go get someone. So they bring this guy in. I'm sitting there like still fucked. Darcy was there. You'd be able to test to this. But I was fainting, almost threw up in pain.
Yeah.
Like, I was vomiting, fainting, and having this back spasm at the same time. I'm laying, eventually Darcy and the boys come, they put me on the bench on my back, so I'm just like laying on my back on this bench in a public gym.
Yeah.
This guy's like trying to get his bag from under my head, like, because I'm just in this like public change room, and I'm like, just fuck off. I've got a broken back. And anyway, I'm there, and it gets to that point where like I can't move, sort of sitting there for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And they're like, mate, we might have to get the ambulance. And I was like,
The ambulance?
I was like, fuck, man. I was like, I really want to get the ambulance, but I do this podcast. The boys will literally never let me forget it. So like, they're like, mate, we've got to get it. We can't get you like out of here. Like, I could not get up. Like, I was that bad.
Well, it would have been fear of like you could have done something serious to
No,
yourself.
like it was really bad. Like
Yeah.
I was really bad. And anyway, it gets to the point where I finally, like, it was so much pain, but Darcy and I think it was Sean jumped in. Harry. It was, Darcy and Harry have like got me up, moved my car around to the back.
Yeah.
We've had to like maneuver me through the like back of the gym.
Yeah.
They've turned me around, slid me in the back of my ute, like in the back,
Sounds
Not in the
pretty
tray.
traumatizing.
laying down. So Zach had to drive me home. And then I'm like going home. He hit every fucking speed bump on the way home. And then I've had to call my brother-in-law once we got there to come over and help Zach then carry me inside and put me in my bed.
Oh
Wow.
my God. And you just laid there for how long?
Probably 2 days.
Really?
Yeah.
2 days. You sent a video the next morning. You were out for a walk.
Get away a good story.
That's
So it was just a heap of mayo.
Nah. It was like for anyone who's hurt their back and Darcy.
Have you been to see anyone since?
Yeah, I've been to the doctor, been to the physio.
In his defence, you know what? The biceps exercise wasn't optional. You just sat down.
Oh, okay, I just left, yeah.
But then I thought, where's Dyl? And I went out to check on him, and his face was white. Like all the colour drained from his face. He couldn't move. He was stuck on the bench for about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And then you've seen the footage of when he got that cork.
Yeah.
It was the exact same thing. He's just arm around
just
two
dropped.
of us.
Yeah.
And then we just hold him over to the car.
I've got to show you guys a vision, just so that
We'll get it up on socials.
We'll
but
get it
it
up on
is
socials.
a sight.
I wanted Mick to be here for it, but literally same thing of Mackay. I copped a corky once and got carried off by 2 people. But this...
Got the pain threshold of a 2-year-old. this
Nah,
bloke.
mate. Like, I just get...
Actually, some people have said slip discs are terrible. Like, genuinely.
Is that seriously you?
That's me getting walked out
Oh
of the
my
gym.
God. It looks like you're learning to walk again.
No, mate. It was like...
Yeah.
I wouldn't wish it upon anyone. Like, it was fascinating how much that pain was. Like, I've done it before a few times, but never have I nearly fainted. Like, I've never fainted in my life.
No.
I didn't actually end up fainting, but I was like,
Yeah.
I was close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, mate, well done. You're still here today.
Yeah,
that's
still
great.
here, mate. Got through, 100% of all my bad days so far, brother. So I'm
Yeah.
still here.
So
But,
core and stretching.
so that's what I just focus on, mate. Core, stretching,
stretching.
mobility.
That's it. Yeah. Goes a long way.
It does. It really does. Exciting. Have you set yourself any goals, mate, for the 2025? What's your...
Yeah, sort of a little bit.
Yep.
Hasn't gone into too much depth
Hard
yet.
to know before you get to a certain place.
Sort of understanding like the environment and
Yeah.
sort of who you're going to be around and sort of the quality, I guess. So, yeah, a little bit. Sort of obviously want to play next year. That's the main goal.
What's your weight at the moment?
76.
Yeah.
76.
So that'll be your focus for you.
That's going to be exactly. That's probably what I was getting on. Probably about getting around that 80 mark would be. It'd be nice.
And flexible.
And flexible,
Yeah,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
cool.
Probably need to work on that flexibility. It's very important.
It is really important.
But yeah, definitely getting that weight up and try to go along. So
So Tobes had an incident in his last game for Vic Country. I'm not sure whether you're aware. Did you watch the game? You probably did. You right across the draft.
I actually did. What happened? They kicked a late goal and won, didn't they, Vic Metro?
Yeah, but Tobes was at the centrepiece of it because he
fucked up.
No, he bitched the player that he was playing on. Like smacked him. Yeah. Pushed him out of the way, takes this contested mark.
Yeah.
Unbelievable play.
Yeah.
10 seconds to go, not even.
Yeah.
Umpire blows the whistle. You illegally did that, sir. Free kick against you. And what did you say? Talk us through it.
So, I've gone for the mark. So, by the way, Train's hurt his knee. He's gone forward. And then the reason why he went back so easy, he went down so easy because he was injured. So,
don't
You bitched him because you're so strong.
Yeah, exactly.
76 foot strong.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't worry about that.
But, yeah, so... I was sort of like, when I went up for the mark, Harry Armstrong came over the top and just clipped me over the head. I was like pretty frustrated at that, and I stung a little bit, and I'll get up, and then this umpire's come in my face. It's like, get up now, like, I'll pay 50. And I was like, mate, what happened? It was like, you threw him illegally, like, it was a hold, and like, yeah, right. Like, I don't even understand what he said. Like, he was trying to explain it, but it didn't make any sense. Like, you threw him illegally, it was a hold. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, gave him the ball back, and he just looked at him like, mate, that's an absolute joke. And he's like, what'd you say to me? He was just like, come with me, mate.
Oh, no, the 50.
50.
And then, so they went to the top of the goal square. Siren's gone.
Yeah, Train kicked the goal.
There was a few blokes that gave you a bit of feedback.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. So what did you get?
That's character building, Brett.
Yeah. Well, back in the day, you wanted to sort that out. It was just boxing, wasn't it? Like, you just end up, like, that's where you got your chance again, but you can't box anymore, you blokes. It's all pad work.
We'll go hard on the pads. Have a stretch off.
Stretch off. Core off.
Yeah, have a core off.
Because you're a chance to, like, you never know. Like, some of the boys that gave you feedback, you might be a chance to be drafted with them if you get to the same club.
That's always the way, though, isn't it? In footy, you've got it. You can't have enemies in this game, Brett.
Well, you can.
Brett.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, it's hard to have enemies because the odds are you'll end up with them at a footy club.
Maybe. It was like me and you, probably, was it?
Arch nemesis. Arch nemesis.
Yeah.
It's true.
You guys are probably the same as a lot of people I've played with. I feel like, hate this bloke, but off the field, they're great fellas.
Yeah. Oh, some of them.
Some.
Yeah, it's hit or miss. But
in life.
Yeah, but well, a few boys that did give me a bit of shit did reach out to me. I didn't really give them the time of day for a few days, or maybe a little week there.
Yeah.
But they ended up were really, really sorry and genuine. So ended up getting back out to them. Didn't really give them heaps, but still
appreciate the text.
That's nice. Yeah. Good on. If you had to pick a rising star in 2025, who would you be putting not that you
that's a
would
good
be
question.
doing that because it's illegal, but if you could.
Putting money on it.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Sid Draper.
Wow.
I reckon he'll play straight away.
Okay.
Where's he going? What club?
I reckon Carlton will take him.
Pick 3.
I reckon Carlton will take him pick 3.
Yeah,
I
right.
reckon Foss will go before and I reckon you go 2 to... Well, it's North Melbourne currently got 2.
So you would say Harvey Langford pick 1.
Yeah.
Finn O'Sullivan pick 2 to North.
Yeah.
And then Sid Draper 3 to Okay.
Jeez,
I've gone a bit rogue, haven't I?
This draft could go anyway, hey, Brett. Like, this is one of the ones.
But that's why I mean, the boys.
So even.
Yeah, it's all down to what Blair does first, and then which way North want to go at pick 2, and then it's like just work your way back through their order, whatever they've got.
Yeah.
You know?
Do you see any on night? Like, what's the communication like between you two on the night? Like, you'll sit with Tommy. You'll sit with Tobe's family and sort of like explain what you think's going to happen and if trades go and stuff.
You get caught with that before. It's like, no, they really like you. I mean, because you've met with every club, so they like you, but you might not be. We don't know their order.
Yeah,
you know, so you're better off just to. What we can probably guarantee is that he's going to be going that night.
Yeah,
you know, but where that is, I would suggest that I don't think Tobes would get past the Giants at pick 15, their first one, which would end up being, 16, 17 by then, maybe.
Interesting.
Because there's going to be a few bids. Levi will get bid on. Levi Ashcroft, that is.
Leo.
Leo Lombard will get bid on, and Isaac Kako in and around there. So there might be 3 before that pick. So they'll be at 18, which will push then the rest of them out as well. So.
Yeah. Well, that'd be good for you if that happens, Tobes, because I've been speaking to Caruso. He messaged me last night. I'm going to the draft.
Yep.
I'll see you boys there.
Yeah,
and he asked, he goes, you going to be on jumper duty for us after the draft this year again? So last year I got to select the numbers for their 3 draft picks that they had that night.
Yeah, really.
And then I'll be doing the same thing.
You're on jumper number selection.
Really? So they think They've
What's
got
available?
a lot of good ones available. There's 1, 11, 13, 19, 20, 30. No, not. Oh, that's when I thought Xavier Halloran was leaving. He's not leaving anymore. 36, 40, 43, which 43 could be a good one.
Yeah.
If
Highlight.
if he gets there,
Imagine
I'd
if you
be,
just go in and you're like, oh yeah, I want one. That's probably massive.
Definitely take one.
If I
Gotta
could,
take-
I would
yeah.
be. You wouldn't want to like
Yeah, one's a
go in
great
there.
number.
I'm sure there'd be a few players in there that listed want to snatch that up.
Nah, it's been retired for a while.
no, it's only
Yeah.
Phil's first year out.
Is it?
Yeah. But so good research. Anyway, I reckon Phil
But
will be there. If Phil will be there tomorrow, I reckon he'll be the presenter.
Giving it out.
Yeah.
I would have
First
thought.
pick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Yeah.
They're doing that, are they? You'd probably be across it more so.
No,
than-
I'm not. No, not across that.
Are you sharing the duties with anyone this year, or what are you?
Tomahawk.
Oh,
Tomahawk's.
That's a real long and short of it.
I'm
isn't
sort of. It's a bit of a weird combo. 10 and 2. It's he will be. I'll be hosting and just sort of asking him questions.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
What's your expectations of the night, mate?
Yeah, what do you
sort of
thinking?
just going pretty like. Take it easy, see what happens, see where the night leads you, or you.
What are you wearing, by the way? You wearing
Yeah.
club polo, or are you just
Yeah, I'm
going
wearing
like a
club
bit
polo.
of chinos and you on
No, I'm
jeans, or
No, I'm not going. I'm going just like dress pants, I think.
Yeah.
that's
yeah, okay.
And then like the black shoes, black
Yeah.
dress
Yeah.
pants, black.
Not wearing
black
the
belt.
baggy jeans and runners like
Nah.
some blokes
Nah.
do.
Yeah.
No, not wearing that. I think we've got a sort of dress code.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so we're
sort of-
we're yeah pioneers
Yeah,
polo.
Pioneers polo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sweet.
So yeah, no, but I'm feeling pretty good. Obviously nervous because it's just unknown. I'm in a range where you just don't really know. Like
Yeah.
pick swaps can happen, and you just don't really know where you're going to end up.
Oh, I can't
Yeah.
wait to see this pick swaps. So
Yeah.
exciting on the
Yeah.
night
Yeah,
because they did that
exactly.
last year, didn't they? For
Dan Curtin, I reckon.
Yeah, they did.
Adelaide jumped up.
didn't Connor?
No, the Giants traded back, and Adelaide came in because they wanted to get Curtin, and then
Right.
Connor ended up at the Cats.
Got you.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey mate, talk us through like your relationship with Tommy and what you've been able to do. And
Yes.
your relationship with MacSports, what
Yeah.
he's been able to do for you over the last couple of years, because you've been
definitely.
obviously with the company for a little while.
Yeah.
What have you guys been working on? And
Yeah. Well, it's been unreal. First off, I remember a couple of years ago now, going down to Bendigo, have a regular catch up, and sort of fell in love with you straight away. Cared about me was the most thing.
Yeah.
That was probably the one thing that I really took out of it, and the reason why. Younger demographic as well. It was a hard one to get out. That word.
we all have trouble with words on this potty.
Nah.
Yeah, so that was good as well. But yeah, I feel like the vision you provide, the feedback you provide, obviously you've been there, done that, probably played heaps of games, and Tommy has pretty good mind as well. But,
Yeah.
it's been very supportive, consistently in contact as well.
Yeah.
No matter what form, which is good. Care about you. That's the main thing. They just care about you, and they're just a great organisation.
Yeah, yeah.
good.
Well, from watching Tommy go to work, and we work pretty similar, but even if things aren't going great for you, that's when you probably step it
Yeah,
up more,
exactly.
to make
Yeah.
sure that, you're getting
Yeah.
back on track. And it's probably a bit like that way with Jimmy, because he went through his tribulations with his foot and whatever else, but then it's
Yeah.
like, well, how can we get you back on track to
Yeah.
get yourself drafted,
exactly.
Whereas when you're having 30 and, saving games most weeks, there's not a lot you need to change. You're doing everything pretty well.
Yep.
But then it's just having that someone who's there that you can talk to say, well, yeah, I'm just feeling this way about that, or this is what's going on. Tobes has been lucky. Puma have looked after him for the best part of the
decked out in the
Yeah.
Puma kit.
yeah, which is all organised by Tommy, and that's the perks of playing great footy, isn't it? And that's why, like, if young blokes are listening to this, it's like, well, play great footy, get looked after.
rewards.
Like, you can't be getting it 3 or 4 times a game and expecting to get a free pair of boots out of it. You know?
No. From experience, that doesn't happen.
No, it
I
doesn't.
can speak
Yeah,
about that.
you often see that, do you?
I used to go across to the DFO remember
Yeah.
at the Giants?
Yeah.
There was that big DFO
Yeah.
there. I used to go to the Puma there and buy my.
Did you?
No, but the reason was I actually really wanted the old Puma Kings,
Yeah.
and that you couldn't get them anywhere but the old DFOs. That's what I tell myself anyway. But
Yeah.
no, it's a good call, and it's an exciting time. Like, things have changed so much since I was in that system and you were in that system around, around managers and what they do, and for me, it's all about the start of your career as well. But it's about what can you do to sort of help you turn into a well-rounded individual off the field as well.
Yeah,
which you don't need to think about that as much yet, but I always tell people to just keep one eye on other interests, because you don't want to be just a footballer. You want to be a good person with other interests outside of the game as well.
His dad's in horse syndication, so maybe
Yeah.
we'll see.
Horse syndication, what's that? Oh, syndication.
Yeah, probably like this little shout out. Roller Dice Racing.
Roller Dice?
Roller Dice Racing.
Roll the dice.
Roller Dice. Yeah, he's got the blue silks with the red dice. So, so he owns a horse syndication business. So, I think he bought, I don't know if this is 100% right, but he gets a horse at the sales, or they might be New Zealand or Australia, and sort of sells shares to people and sort of gets people involved in a good time, I think.
There you go.
Yeah.
Horses are interesting, man. They're such a crazy...
Mug's game, mate.
I'm not into,
It's too hard.
I'm not into like punting on horses, but where I live, there's just like track that you can walk around and fuck, they're an amazing animal. Like if you look at them,
beautiful to look at.
They are.
They are.
Have you ever just looked at one and been like, Jesus Christ, that is a big fucking thing. Like they are
dangerous,
mate.
Don't get behind those
crazy.
things.
I do it all the time. I see them all the time.
Yeah.
They're absolutely,
amazing.
they're unbelievable. They are unbelievable. You pat them on the nose. They love that.
They've done plenty of core and stretching.
They do.
Horses,
Give them a
don't they?
carrot.
Yeah.
They love their recovery and stuff. They
In the
stretch,
water.
core.
That's it. And that's why they're ripped.
You ever seen a horse in the gym doing fucking bicep curls?
Ever seen a horse?
Haven't seen a rabbit
Slippery-
stretch either.
slippery
Hang on, don't shoot me. I'm just
Exactly. All right. Hey, Ty, best of luck for Wednesday night, mate.
Yeah, thank you.
Really excited to see not only where you end up, but your next.
hopefully see him in the
couple
yellow
of
and
years.
black. That's what we want to see.
Yeah.
The Tiggies.
Wouldn't mind that at all.
Yeah.
Wouldn't mind that at all.
Yeah,
Be nice.
we'll see what happens. We'll see.
Yeah.
Could be at the Blues, could be at the bloody anywhere, really.
Unknown.
Let's
The
say-
Blues, the Blues have to pick him early. Yeah.
It could be literally
They got pick
anywhere.
3,
That's
so-
how it works.
That'd be crazy.
Well, what about interstate? You happy to move interstate?
Yeah, happy to move.
Yeah, good answer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
happy.
Good answer. It won't come home the next year, or
No. I reckon I'll pretty independent.
Well, he's got to move out anyway. You can't.
exactly.
There's no teams in Bendigo.
it'd be a long commute, but it's possible. You
Yeah.
get the V line in every morning.
Yeah.
It's not that hard.
Good for recovery, that.
Well,
You'll end up with a back like yours.
as long as
No,
you stretch.
he'd go anywhere, mate. There's no
Yeah,
worries
go
with
anywhere,
that.
yeah.
Just
I feel
wants his
like-
opportunity.
Exactly, being a big country boy, you're moving out of home anyway, so there's an element of homesickness no matter what. So
Yep.
be right.
Beautiful. Brettles, Tommy,
Yep.
great job. Well done, MacSports.
Yes, thank you, mate.
Thank
Good
you
luck
again,
tomorrow
Dyl.
night, mate. I'll be there cheering
see
you
you there,
on.
mate.
And really excited to see where it all pans out.
Hey,
please.
dress nice too, will you? Like, real respectable up there.
Yeah, I want wear my old Knights polo.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah, with the suit pants.
Yeah.
and,
And see if Dennis
fresh-
Pagan will come in.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, Peter Kennedy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't know who that is.
yeah.
but
No, he's just the guy. Anyway, all right.
Thanks
Good
to the
see
boys
us.
at Eastern.
Thanks to the boys, and also, yes, very much thank you to the boys at Eastern Building. We love them. We love Brody. We love the team, and make sure you follow them on Instagram. We'll have the link in the show notes for all their stuff and their website. If you're into high end builds, they're your crew.
There you go to, mate.
I really want to try and do one more episode before the end of the year, just to tee it off and round out. Mick's back at North now, but and times are hard. But I think we should try and get one more in before the end of the year.
Okay.
I'd like to do that.
Yeah. See how we go.
Good on you. Good luck, Tobe.
Thank you.